Good day, everyone. So, how are you today? Oh, I am glad that you are all doing good. By the way, I am Lyca Villordon, a BS Ed Science student, and I am from San Isidro, Leyte. I will be your second reporter for today, and the topic that I am going to discuss to you is the sources of curriculum according to Tyler 1994. Our lesson objectives on this topic is first, discuss the curriculum planning, second, identify the four important elements of curriculum, and third, to be able to explain the role and importance of the three major sources of curriculum according to Tyler. In this time, let us begin our discussion by defining curriculum planning. Curriculum planning is a process concerned with making decisions about what to learn, why, and how to organize the teaching and learning process, taking into account the existing curriculum requirements and the resources available. The ultimate goal of the curriculum planning is to improve the student learning. Here is an example of curriculum planning. It has the statement of intent, the content, the learning and teaching strategy, as well as the assessment strategy or the evaluation. So as we can see here from the picture, curriculum planning allows for focus in teaching and identifying the activities that will best help the students to learn. The curriculum planning systematically organizes what will be taught, who will be taught, and how it will be taught. Each component affects and interacts with other components. Methods of how content is taught are affected by who is being taught, their characteristics, and the setting. Planning a curriculum helps ensure the learning goals are aligned and thus complement each of the content on each stage of development. And if the curriculum is planned without taking prior from the past and present learning of the student, like the transition from elementary to high school, then it can create a serious problem for the student. So why curriculum planning is important? Curriculum planning is important basically because it helps the teachers to carefully consider their long-range goals. Within course, teachers must consider how their courses will be organized into smaller units. For instance, instructional units are typically 2 to 3 weeks of instruction focused in a single theme or question. Curriculum source. According to Tyler, 1994, subject matter, the society, and the learners are the major sources of curriculum. And this curriculum need to be considered and examined in order to identify the four elements of curriculum. Also, it is important to understand the nature of the subject matter in order to provide knowledge and skills that are essential to the nature of this discipline. This also helps in selecting and designing curriculum content. Elements of curriculum. In general, a curriculum has four important elements as what I have said earlier, and this element must be present in all curriculum documents or before a document can be called curriculum. These four elements are curriculum intent, the content, learning experiences, and the evaluation. The first element of the curriculum is the curriculum intent. Curriculum intent is the term used by Print to mean the direction that curriculum developer wish to take as a result of participating in the curriculum. It includes the aims, goals, and objectives found in any curriculum documents. Aims. Aims are the broad statements of social or educational expectation. Aims also include what is hoped to be achieved by the entire curriculum. Goals. Goals are statements more specific than aims. Goals are the general statements of what the concepts, skills, and values should be learned in the curriculum. Objectives include what specific concepts, skills, and values should be learned by the students. Usually, objectives are used in making decision or planning about instruction. In brief, curriculum intent refers to the idea of the future or desired result. The second element is content. Curriculum content simply means the totality of what is to be taught in a school system. The content component of teaching learning situation refers to the important facts, principles, and concepts to be taught. And these contents must be in line with the learning experiences, and there must be a clear-cut objectives to be achieved by the end of each respective lesson. It can be in form of knowledge, skills, attitude, and values that learners are exposed to. Furthermore, content involves subject matter drawn on the basis of problems, themes, or topics cutting across traditional subjects. Learning experiences. According to Tyler, learning experiences are the interactions between the learner and the external conditions in the environment to which he can react. It is an activity which may be planned by the class or teacher, but performed by the learner for the purpose of achieving important learning objectives. Learning experiences also include all instructional strategies that are useful for the implementation of the curriculum. This may appear in the form of activities, strategies, methods, or approaches that are useful in implementing the curriculum or in teaching the content. Learning experience refers to any interaction course, program, or other experiences in which learning takes place, whether it occurs in a traditional academic settings, school's classroom, or non-traditional academic setting, outside of schools, outdoor environment, or whether it includes traditional educational interaction, where student learning from teacher and professor, or non-traditional interaction, where students learning through games and interactive software application. The last element of curriculum is the evaluation. Evaluation includes different ways and tools used for evaluating whether or not the curriculum intents were realized. Evaluation tools are also used to evaluate the performance of the learners after they have undergone the curriculum. Evaluation essentially is the provision of information for the sake of facilitating decision-making at various stages of curriculum development. And this information may pertain to the program as a complete entity or only to some of its components. Evaluation also implies the selection of criteria, collection, and the analysis of data. It includes obtaining information for use in judging the worth of a program and procedure. It is a comprehensive term and transcends standardized tests covering all the means in ascertaining the result of construction. Evaluation of curriculum is an integral and essential part of the whole process of the curriculum development. It is a continuous activity and not a tail-end process. Evaluation and planning are complementary processes which occur almost simultaneously and continuously. Planning is made on the basis of evaluation and vice versa. Society as source of curriculum. Society is an important source of curriculum. Teachers should also understand the cultural, socio-economic, and political conditions of the people in order to develop a relevant and responsive curriculum. And understanding the context is important in developing a relevant and responsive curriculum since it is useful in selecting curriculum goals and objectives, contents, and learning experiences. There are many changes in the society that needs to be considered in the curriculum. Science and technology continue to influence our everyday life as new science finding, new technology, and new information come in almost every single minute of the day. The new world of economy has also its own issues and demands. For example, 21st century skills and new forms of knowledge should be developed in the curriculum in order to develop a world-class workforce. In addition, the society is becoming multilingual and multicultural. Developing cultural understanding and socio-cultural consciousness among the learners is becoming a necessity. Other pressing social issues like climate change, security problems, diseases, poverty, and many others also affect the everyday life of the people. Educators in schools face the challenge whether they will simply respond to the needs and demands of the society or have an education through its curriculum in order to develop or create the kind of society that everyone wishes to have. Learners as source of curriculum. Knowledge about the learners is one of the major sources of the curriculum. This source influences curriculum planning by stressing student-centered learning activities. And students are not passive objects, but active individuals who participate in their learning. Although the curriculum content is set by the Department of Education, Commission on Higher Education, or the Technical Education Skills Development Authority, educators and curriculum developers should also align the curriculum to the needs and nature of the student. This process is done when a faculty members plan their individual syllaba, unit plans, and lesson plan as an interpretation of an intended curriculum. As students come from different provinces, they have different cultures, languages, learning styles, needs, and types and levels of motivation. The students are also different in terms of socio-economic status and educational backgrounds. For this, the students is one of the major sources of curriculum development models. Thus, teachers should align the curriculum to the needs and nature of the learners for the welfare of their learning styles, culture, language, and levels of motivation. Tyler 1994 identified the nature of the discipline or subject matter as one of the major sources of curriculum. Different subjects are unique in terms of design and content. Different subjects are based on the guidelines of Department of Education. And under Department of Education, different subject has curriculum framework, curriculum goals, descriptions, competencies, and standards. Different courses are based on the guidelines of Commission on Higher Education. Several curricular innovation and changes set by the government were considered and strictly followed in designing official curriculum of a particular school, college, and university. Therefore, teachers should be able to emphasize specific skills and contents in each discipline of a subject matter, such as similarities in skills, concepts, and strands in different subjects that may be possible points for integration. In conclusion, these curriculum sources aid teachers in developing curriculum plan. Teachers' examination of each of these sources is crucial because it allows them to build a lesson plan that guarantees students will receive an excellent education. For the continuation of the topic curriculum planning, Ms. Hammond will further discuss the curriculum influences.